Sinister 5 and White Rabbit Gaming for the grand finals of the Keystroke Cup 2. Once again, game 1, Sinister 5 managing to win one out against White Rabbit Gaming. By no means was it a cut and shut at any point in the game. And but in the end, they managed to make the most of it work. And it seems like White Rabbit have gone, you know what, it's absolutely fine. You play Zeus again, go for it. And Sin 5 say, absolutely don't mind if we do.
Yep, I really want to see a Nyx get picked up here. Lion's pretty good as well.
Lion works. And once again, Ember Spirit getting insta-picked before they can band it out in the next round. Spirit, all the Spirit brothers are just so strong at the moment. How did that happen? Like, Osprog wanted it to happen or something.
Yeah, I don't... Picking Ember Spirit into Lion is a bit of a yikes.
5 seconds remaining.
Is that the official term? Yikes.
Yeah. Just a slight bit of a yikes.
Anything that has instant lockdowns, you know.
Yeah. Nyx Assassin is still in the pool.
Yeah, you've been talking about Nyx last game as well. Is that many against Zeus?
Yes, it is so good against Zeus. Because whenever he tries to... Like, it's a very short cooldown on the spiked carapace, and it just disrupts his flow so hard. Also,
yeah,
the fact...
because if you're in the area, it doesn't matter if he's a targeted ability at you or not. You get stunned because of the passive.
Yeah, the static field. Also, his mana burn and the stun and the vendetta, all of them are just great Zeus hunting tools.
Okay, yeah.
So you get Nyx Assassin, and like Lion's great with him as well. If you roam around as just a 2-man group, you can kill Zeus immediately. He can't really do much against you.
Yeah. Well, the bans are exactly the same as last time around, so nothing ridiculously interesting there. We were talking about how you would deal with Sinister 5's gameplay in the interim there. And we were bringing up as well Brewmaster just being a general... Winter Wyvern. Actually, a good counter as well, in my opinion. Because we were talking about it, that Sin 5 very, very much. They love 5-manning together, all getting involved, being able to take as much territory as possible, the quick rotations and such. And you need heroes that can break it up. And we were talking about Brewmaster, but Winter Wyvern also very nice for that.
Yeah, the only issue with Winter, she's very static. She doesn't move quickly.
But we've been seeing it used to very, very good effect. I can't remember. I think it was a little while ago, the other night, where the supports... I think it was when Murloc were playing against Duck, and the supports of Murloc were just having an absolutely fantastic game, and the Winter Wyvern was just so strong.
Yeah, Winter Wyvern can be very strong.
If you get the long-range ultis, it just disrupts fights.
Yeah, WRG, you're the guys who have to ban. Okay.
Right. Can we talk about Sinister 5 just never, ever using reserve time?
It's to put pressure on the enemy team.
Yeah, because normally you use the opposition's selection time as your a little bit thinking time as well. Oracle getting banned out by WRG, fairly normal at the moment. Nightstalker getting banned out again by Sin 5. They clearly do not want to play against that this tournament.
5 seconds remaining.
You there? I think we've lost Graham. But yeah, so to continue along
my
with the
computer's busy dying.
Oh, it's dying a death.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to try and fix that.
No worries. Spirit Breaker, we're getting banned out in the background as well. And, yeah. Okay, so clearly White Rabbit expecting a bit of a global long-distance initiation sort of affair from these guys.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure, as they are now going to be picking up the next one, Sand King.
Very
nice. And immediately Sin 5 picking up the Clockwork. Another hero that's been used to very, very good effect by them.
If you leave Zeus and Clockwork in the pool, Sin 5 are going to pick them just because of the vision that this combo gives them.
They also are, I don't know if you want to call it specialists per se, but the Zeus obviously being a complete specialist hero for Dota and Da. And then obviously the side of Sin 5, they also love their clockwork.
Bristleback, that's probably a pos 1 bristle.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Not 3?
No, because Sand King's there 3.
Yeah, okay. No, you're right.
Seconds
Oh, but
remaining.
Pods 1 Bristle, definitely not bad. We've seen it being used a few
5
times.
seconds
Do you think there's a
remaining.
chance of it being mid?
That depends what they pick for the mid for Sinister 5. AA
getting picked up.
Yeah, that's just to counter the Bristleback. Also, if someone's called Embraced, you just ult them with AA and
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah. We've seen that a few times with people being Winter Wyvern healed and then they just get like blown up by something global. Well, White Rabbit definitely not wanting this to go too late then if they have a Bristleback carry. And the rest of the team would suggest that it is a similar point of view across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, Bristleback is
5 seconds
very strong,
remaining.
don't get me wrong, but I don't know if you would necessarily call him a hyper carry? Question mark?
Radiant team.
No, but he does snowball quite heavily, and SF is still in the pool, guys. WRG, SF is still in the pool. If there's any hero you respect, man, that one should be at the top of your list.
Yeah, but again, they've got the Zeus. So, do they put Dota and down not mid? Have they done that? Not mid as well? I
Yeah,
assume they have.
they've thrown him off lane.
Okay.
Dire team ban.
So, maybe. I don't know. It feels a bit awkward with the Ember Spirit, Zeus, and Shadow Fiend. Is that the sort of team you would want to run? It seems a little bit squishy.
It does seem a little bit squishy, but at the same time, it's specialist heroes on every single one of them, basically.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't necessarily work. So, unfortunately, if the heroes have no synergy, then it doesn't work. As Ursa and Sloth getting banned out, and on the other side,
Dire team pick.
Wraith King and Timbersaw. That's nice against Bristle.
That is very nice against Bristle.
So that's offlane Timber. Probably going to be played by Castaway, if I had to guess, Aghanim on the Ember.
One thing that WRG can do is they can throw the Bristleback mid and pick a Jug up.
5 seconds remaining.
Timbersaw. This is so awkward to play against. You are right, the early Blade Fury will be able to bring up that magic damage that might be able to bring it down. And with a couple stuns and silences as we find Viper. Oh, that is a good pickup as well. That with the break from the Nether Toxin, it will be able to help them bring down the Timbersaw quite a lot easier.
It is a pos 1 Bristleback, and that's going to be an off-lane Viper.
Or Petunia prefers his Viper and he's going to be going mid. Right. Apparently there's a mid Sand King's a thing.
MD.
Okay, so so in the previous series they played the Viper as the off-lane position. So yeah, it looks like we might have ourselves a Sand King mid, which is going to be a first for me. I can't think of any time I've seen Sand King mid.
I'm just trying to think of how that could work, and I'm
even in pub games.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that the Sand King mid is just a super mobile ganker. That's what he's going to do.
Well, I guess we're going to be finding out fairly soon as we find ourselves running into this Keystroke Cup Grand Finals. Game 2 between Sinister 5 and White Rabbit Gaming. So we've had some great Dota already today, and if Game 1 was anything to go by, we have still quite a few hours worth of Dota hopefully left to come.
Yeah, along the way. Can we just talk about the fact that MD is Sand King, but he's only played 29 games? That is...
He's only played 29 games that you've seen. He has other accounts, I assume, at this point.
Probably. He doesn't have any items for Sand King.
Well, here we go. As we run into Game 2, we have, to start off with on your roundup, Mr. Doom Bunny. He'll be playing the Clockwork with Schlinks on the AA. Aghanim will be playing your Ember Spirit. Castaway, he'll be playing that Timbersaw. One of my favorite heroes, as I've said before, at the moment. And then finally, should be unexpected. Mr. Dota and Die on the Zeus. On the other side, starting from the top, we have Precious Petunia. He'll be playing your Viper. Looks like he's going to be going the safe lane. In mid, MD will be on the Sand King, as once again, Sin 5 looking for something at the start here. They won't find anything, as they are wise to this issue. So continuing, going into the offlane.
30 seconds to battle.
We
Well,
have
they might
Mr.
find MD.
Oh, yeah, MD. They have pinged him. And they do see him, and he has now seen
They're just
Dota and
going
Die
to
as well.
zap.
It
They're gonna
doesn't
zap
look
the ward.
Yep. Yeah, there it is. Free ward. Easy 100 gold.
Good stuff from the Zeus. Oh,
Well,
Good
as
buddy.
it looks like the rest of the team are coming to introduce themselves. As Harry the Ham and RDK are now in the area. They're going to try and slow up Doom Bunny now. That is a lot of nasal goose starting to stack up on Doom Bunny, and he's got to be so careful here. That
Winter
starts
Wyvern is
stealing a
coming.
lot of damage as, armor. But it looks like Dota and Die, he's going to try and take down Harry the Hams, and he will be able to bring that first blood down. But on the return side, Doom Bunny will go down. RDK and Reaper might be able to bring themselves something else, but now Aghanim is in the area. And no, they are able to bring the Searing Chains down of both of them. Reaper, he will be slowed up again. And now with one more Lightning Bolt, they will be able to get himself a double kill to start off this game already. And now RDK,
Harry
he
the
might be
Hams
next
is
in
back.
line now. Harry the Hams, he's back. He's CP'd in. There is now one more thing, and they will be able to kill down RDK as well. And it's a 3-for-2.
but a courier and a
Before the
ward going
first-
down.
Before the first wave of creeps even reach the lane. I haven't even finished our roundup. Well, to finish it off quickly then, Harry the Hams, Reaper, and RDK. All three of them in this one lane at the bottom here. And it looks like they are just going to be aggressive as all hell. That combo, so strong. Neutral creeps! No! They mistime it. But meanwhile, mid lane, Zeus gets to kill an MD.
Zeus zaps the insect.
Oh
As he would
no.
do.
This game is not starting very well at all, as once again bottom lane RDK finding himself slightly out of position. But Harry getting himself a nice little double stun will be able to slow things down a little bit, but they are still chasing. They're going to try and commit here on RDK as much as they can. Aghanim, he's going to run down. He has Searing Chains, and with one more jump, he'll be able to bring down RDK once again. And now Schlinks, he's back in again. He will be able to Cold Fate, but he's not quite be able to kill it yet.
One problem with Mama Dragon is the Arctic Burn takes forever to come off cooldown early on.
It is really, really good at getting kills, but you are right. As,
MD.
this game, MD busy chasing down Dota and Die at the moment. But
He is
won't be able to do anything just yet.
barely tanky with just a bracer.
Yeah.
And 3 levels.
So there's at the moment this off lane though is going to probably be very, very slow unless other teams. There's bottom lane once again, a little bit of aggression coming out. That's probably something you're going to hear a lot of. Harry the Ham's starting to get low, but he did bring himself back up again with a pot.
So many pots have been used in this lane
Yeah.
already.
RDK is just so low already again. He has himself a healing salve as well, so he's going to be straight back up again, and he's healthy. So, the tri-lane versus tri-lane though. When was the last time you saw one of these?
Lost TI.
Really? Oh, right, yeah, of course. There's another healing salve being used, this time on Doom Bunny.
Oof. Yeah, they really need to give funnel levels into Bristleback though.
If they
Bristleback
can.
thrives off levels.
Yeah,
So,
which is sort of counterproductive to what is currently happening in this lane.
Dota Die going very low. The creeps are
Once
lying.
again, MD!
Is under attack.
I tell you what, though, give that man a cookie. Because they are playing Sand King, something very, very unusual, and able to kill off what is probably one of the love stories of this tournament with Dota and Die and Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe MD's played like 70 practice matches with Sand King, and all he's done is lane against Zeus.
I severely doubt it, but you know, who knows. As in the backline, though, is Doom Bunny. He's trying to create a little bit of chaos himself over here. And,
he's just being annoying.
With that, MD does need to, unfortunately, get fairly far back. As bottom lane, once again, the aggression being used. Harry the Ham's starting to get a bit low, but he will be able to walk away. And with the stacks going on Aghanim here, he has 18 wand charges.
Yeah, he's not dying anytime soon with that.
But Castaway, however, he is starting to get a little bit low in this off lane. Things may be getting a bit sketchy for him here and there.
Yeah, that's...
That laugh sounded derpy as well. Bottom lane, RDK goes down again. He has 0-3 in this off lane so far. And Aghanim, he has himself a bottle as Zeus ult being used. Maybe to try and find a bit of positioning here. As Harry the Hams and Doom Bunny once again running into each other.
Yeah. Harry the Hams does have Frog, though. So he shouldn't be in any danger.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just these two once again like smacking each other around for all they're worth at this point. As in top lane, Petunia starting to get a bit low. Up until now, it looked like he had a very good control over this lane, but there's the one charge just to bring him back up a little bit. So back in this sort of safe zone. Castaway at this point doesn't have any willing death charges, which is okay. But it looks like Petunia's just going to TP back home, get himself happy again, and then come back into this lane.
Well, he
so far, last hits are fairly even across the board. Dota and Dark, perhaps unsurprisingly, with the highest amount of last hits at the moment. As RDK getting pinged out again.
Yeah,
looking for some sort of aggression.
He needs to get that Vanguard up as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So he can start farming.
So,
sorry, my cat's in front of my microphone.
Cat decided to be a bit difficult. So, last game was my dog as bottom lane. Dota and Dark getting the haste rune and just deleting Winter Weapon.
Yeah,
but
that's gonna happen,
Castaway
unfortunately.
and top lane won't be able to get away with the Viper ult committed, Nether Toxin on the ground, easy as you like it. I say that, but it was actually really close. He almost actually TP'd out at the last second.
Oh, this stun from Sand King onto the Zeus is just doing so much damage, actually.
Yeah, that is actually huge. It's 280 damage at the moment, and it's a 2-second stun. So when you arrive, you also are able to get 1 or 2 attacks off basically for free.
So fair cop to MD, he knew what he was doing.
Well, I mean, and it's also just a naturally tanky hero. I mean, as you were saying, he only has a brace and it's 1,200 health at level 8. And he's also got the Tranquil Boots. His bottom lane, this combination is just starting to become abusive. The combination of cold feet and the searing chains.
Oh, but
ice and fire coming together. He's trying to turn around, create a little bit of chaos back in the front. But the jump forward just doing so much damage. And in top lane, not quite a trade as Doom Bunny lives on 10 health. And they bring down the Viper.
Yeah.
So once again, Sin 5, just the map control and the rotations and the team help is just continuing to be ridiculous. They have seen Shrinks here, and it looks like they want to go on him, but he's wiser for it, and he walked back up the safe way.
Ooh, invisibility on Sand King.
No, there's an invisibility on Sand King. He's going to be able to walk forward.
They do have an invisible. Zeus does know about
and he will be able to see him. And he's acting so well here. There comes the TP.
Here comes the TP.
Doom Bunny, he's going to go and he's trying to delay it. The ult gets stopped. But now, Harry the Hams, he is around to try and slow things down a bit. And with the Zeus ult, they will be able to bring him down. Harry the Hams getting very, very low as well. But he might just be able to get away. There is no Schling cell just yet.
Such insane damage. But Castaway getting killed by the ult from Viper.
Yeah. Now, the Viper pack has just the direct counter to the Timber
Doom Bunny, I'd watch out here, man. You're very, very deep.
And this is something that we were seeing. I think B was playing it yesterday. And it's just... For some reason, Clockwork just decides that they're going to go all the way in.
Yeah, it is quite insane to watch. I'm looking what big items we can see coming up. Orb of Corruption for M-Spirit.
And one creep wave, they managed to basically pick up all of the level 1.
Harry the Hams runs into Doom Bunny top.
In top lane, but it looks like Petunia is around, and there is a lot of damage trying to stack up. This might just be a 1-for-1, and that is exactly what it turns out to be. There is the ult if Petunia wants to turn around, but he does not have enough mana to follow up. He does have 1 charge as well. Maybe he could have gone on him, but deciding to be on the side of caution rather.
Yeah, because just
and now the fight for the bounty rune, as Petunia will find it. And he has himself a bottle too. As it looks like Castaway, he wants to try and go in here. And now with Shrinks in the area, he will be able to hit the ult on him. And I think that just might be a dead Petunia.
If Zeus had ult, that would have been a dead Petunia, but he is going to live through it.
So low, he does just about live through it. I think that was definitely a case of the brown pants alert there.
Yeah, 100%. But he hit the anti-panic switch and managed to get out.
Yep. Whatever you do, when you're ready to go, hit that double T key, boys. As mid lane, MD hunting down Dota and Da once again, and with the stun coming up in 1 second, he will be able to jump forward, and that's the kill. He might be able to turn around on Doom Bunny if he wanted to, but it looks like he's happy to just turn and walk away. Double damage ending soon, anyway.
Getting a kill on Dota and Da is plenty, I'd say.
But Castaway finding himself a little bit out of position here, but he is pushing this tower down so quickly at the moment. Fortify has been used. They want to try and commit on this tower, and with Castaway walking back in, it looks like they might... Oh! The deny just not there as Castaway finishes it off. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, however, Aghanim being brought down once again by RDK, but the combination of the flames, they will be able to bring him down finally. It looked like for a second the infused raindrops in the flame guard, but in top lane, Dota and Da uncharacteristically going down again, and now with MD around, it looks like they might be able to bring down Castaway too.
Oh, that's so many stacks going on that Timbersaw. Oh, Lord.
And the slow and the stun, he's dead. And uncharacteristically for Sin 5, all of a sudden, mistakes all around the map.
3 dead cores.
3 for 1. As maybe starting to get a little bit too into their own hype. As now Doom Bunny, he wants to add to that death count a little bit here. There is the slow. They're going to be able to stop him up for now. The 1 charges are there if they need it. There's a little bit of a blink behind. He pulls the No Hard Feelings kit and manages to finish off the Clockwork. And with the AA ult flying in, does not connect anybody.
Yeah, AA ult whiffs. That would have been a dead MD or a dead Viper, 100%. Yeah.
If it connected on both, that would have been very interesting.
Yeah. AA would suddenly be rolling in cash.
He's been having himself a good lane up until now, or game rather, up until now, actually, anyway. He is bottom of the net worth, but with the amount of support items he's been buying, as Dota and Da just creating lightning for days in this creep camp, as he finds himself a nice little, I think that was either a triple or quad stack.
Yeah, the supports have been very good at actually stacking for the cores on Sin 5, just all tournament long. Yeah. It's not as flashy as all of the other stuff they pull, but it does stack up very quickly.
And now Petunia with the smoke gang coming in, it looks like they are going to be able to hold them in place. The AA ult is now flying over, and it looks like that should be easy as you like. Sin 5 get themselves a kill. And with the kill secure from Dota and Da, he officially gets his revenge on the Viper.
Yeah. Yep, but that's the global abilities and the insane engagement range coming out for Sin 5.
Yeah.
That's what this build does. Well, this draft.
And I've got to say, though, MD net worth top of the chart at the moment on a Sand King middle.
It's not that surprising. Sand King can farm up a storm because of...
When you get the Caustic Finale.
Yeah, because of Caustic Finale.
And it also helps out when you have a lot of support stacking for you constantly.
He is going to go Hood.
I do like that a lot.
Oh, it's definitely the right pick as MD going in, trying to cause a little bit of chaos and Castaway. He does have his Hooded Defiance up, speaking of. But now the rest of... oh no, Sin 5. They are able to catch Slinks out, and he will go down before the fight really even starts. But now, Doom Bunny, he's going to be able to jump forward. He tries to hold Reaper in place, and with Castaway in the area, you have to think this might be a kill.
No,
but now the rest of White Rabbit are coming in. Here comes the stun, and now going to be able to slow him down. Castaway, he's starting to lose quite a lot of health very quickly with a combination of Sandstorm. But now Dodo and Die, he is on the low ground. He's going to try and do as much as possible. And with AMD jumping down one last time, he will be able to bring down Castaway after all of that. Dodo and Die, though.
Oh, here comes an AA ult. I'm almost certain that
they know. They know. There's no way it's going to be that easy. There is a circle drawn to try and give AA a bit of a free marker, but at the moment it looks like it's a no.
No, they're just waiting for the... okay, no, he has Tranquil Boots. He's getting so much regen. What? He has 18.4 base regen.
Who's that?
Could have Sand King.
Oh my goodness. And that's without the Tranquils, and now the Tranquils turn on and it's 35.
Bit of Defiance and Royal Jelly. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Man is a healthy man. Let's talk about it that way.
Ooh.
But yeah. So in the meanwhile, this game looking very good for White Rabbit at the moment. There's a stun coming out. They will be able to find Aghanim on the back line, and now the hook shot in between as well. And once again, AA immediately on Precious Petunia. But Doom Bunny, he will pay for that with his life. Castaway zipping across everybody. It looks like he's going to try and bring Reaper down as much as he can. But no, he will be able to be hooked up in the meanwhile. With the rest of White Rabbit here, they should be able to bring him down. MD will be able to stun him up, and Epi Sage are being used. But no, he turns around and he will be able to kill him off before anything is able to happen. But RDK with the core sparks will be able to, in fact, turn around. There's a 2v2 at the moment. It looks like Sin 5 trying to get a little bit more, but they might just back away. They're happy with a tower and 2 core kills.
Yep. Gold cost was definitely in the favor of Sin 5 there.
Yeah, 902 for 420. But all things considered from both sides, definitely could have been worse. I've got to say though, the Sand King does not need to be the guy who's close to Timbersaw. He does not. The magic damage just gets reduced by far too much when he has that hood on.
One thing I was talking about was I wish there was more, better magic resist items.
Yeah.
And I just realized that every single core on White Rabbit Gaming is going for Hood of Defiance.
Well, in this game, there is no better game to do it, especially when you consider that the Ember Spirit, even though he's probably going to be slightly more physical, as you see the Desolator being built up, the rest of it is purely magic. As RDK will be able to find Aghanim in the trees here, and MD, he blinks forward and goes for the stun immediately, and with that, they will be able to bring him down, and there is a Rod of Atos, one of your favorite items.
I wish it could, yeah, I wish more people built that item. It is so good, especially against Ember Spirits and Storm Spirits and things like that. Just stopping them from moving. Internal Shroud is up on RDK.
No. Oh, okay, yeah, excuse me. But on Timber as well, the recipe is on the way.
RDK is such a man mode now with that Internal Shroud.
Yeah, this item was made for heroes like the Bristle and Timbersaw.
I wouldn't be surprised if Viper goes Eternal Shroud as well, and then Sand King goes Pipe.
Yeah, that could work.
Full commit.
Yeah, he's also, like you say, the Hood of Defiance almost done. Courier on the way to the secret shop.
It also gives them so much regen. They can fight and then be ready to fight again a lot quicker than you'd think.
Oof, Nether Shawl being brought up for Bristleback. Who do you think you put that on?
Sand King, if you put it on anyone, but he might not.
It could also work on Petunia. Oh, it's Doom Bunny finds himself a 3-man hook shot, and with the AA coming in and the jump forward from Aghanim, there is so much damage. But now, he almost gets Finger of Death And the weirdest animation ever, as all of a sudden what looked like just the most amazing initiation turns into a two-man death. And now MD, he's jumping forward. He wants to try and get a little bit more now. Dota and Die, he does not have any mana left over, but there is so much damage coming out from Castaway at the moment. Dota and Die, he will go down eventually. MD, he is still dusted up, and there is a ward there at the moment, so it's a bit of a difficult situation. Winter's Course being used, and they're just going to use that to try and get away.
Yeah.
But on the backline, RDK was still trying to hunt even a little bit more, but Castaway, he goes in and he immediately stops it. And somehow...
That was the hoods. As soon as the stun from Hookshot ended, all the hoods just popped up from WRG.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing with a... I mean, and that was with an AA blast on top of them, and Aghanim jumping with all three of his remnants on top of them.
And a Zeus ult.
And Zeus ult. It's just like... Holy crap. And all of a sudden, Sin 5's drafts just looks very weak, for lack of a better term, as Precious Petunia will find himself caught out a little bit in the top video. Once again, the Hood will be able to save his life. Doom Bunny's starting to get a little bit low now, and there was a lot committed there. MD's in the area, and he will be able to finish him off. And these Hoods...
There was a lot of TPs to save Petunia when he didn't really need saving from that many people.
Well, I mean, at that point in time...
RDK is just... RDK has absolutely no fear. Look at this.
Oh my goodness, the damage is insane! Dota and Die just doesn't have anything to deal with it, and now MD will be able to just chase down Schlinks. The stun in 3 seconds, and with 1 or 2 more attacks, they don't do it.
Nope. They are taking this tower, though, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, at the moment, Bristleback is hitting for about 300 damage with all of the stacks currently going on. And when combined with that Quicksilver Amulet, he is just absolutely flying around. So, while things are slowing down just a little bit here, I've been asked to plug the Twitch channel to anybody who feels like they are busy enjoying the game on Dota TV. If you go onto the Twitch, you're going to see slightly more live action, and we do have a few stats here and there, a bit of a pretty overlay as you might enjoy it, and in between game information and all the rest of that likes, and it's always going to be helpful to try and get, you know, further tournaments like this up on the feed. It helps with, you know, the
sponsorships and so on.
Gets people through. But anyway, back to the Dota, and all of a sudden, we're seeing a mirror of Game 1, except slightly in the other direction. Yeah. Where, in theory, Sin 5 have a good team, but for some reason it's just not quite working for them.
So many hoods. Oh my lord. Pipe is going to get built on Viper, so
yeah,
looks like...
he's building the Viper as MD and Doom Bunny having a bit of a stare off there.
Yeah. Eternal Shroud is probably going to be built on Sand King.
Or it's just a casual hood, either or, as now they have been able to find Doom Bunny out of position. He's dead. There is the Zeus ult being used, and in top lane, with a lot committed, as well as the Nimbus Cloud, they are able to bring down Petunia in return. But RDK, he doesn't really care. He's just going to go and... That's free farm as far as he's concerned. And takes down the Nimbus Cloud.
Look at that HP regen from RDK.
Yeah, and he all he has is the Eternal Shroud. Oh, excuse me, he has Vanguard as well.
What is he getting? He is getting, I think, a Lotus Orb?
It looks like a Lotus Orb, yes.
Oh, that's going to be so hard to deal with.
And when you put a Lotus Orb on RDK, I don't know how you deal with him. He just Lotus Orbs and runs at you.
He Lotus Orbs and Eternal Shrouds and runs at you.
I mean, at the moment, Castaway seems to have this game on his shoulders at the moment, because he's at the moment the hero that does all the pure damage.
But still, even that it's just not enough compared to the tankiness of the cause.
Yeah.
Inside WRG. Smoke is coming out from WRG. They are wrapping around.
Yeah, it's a 4-man smoke from now as Petunia is being left on defense duty. He is playing it very careful at the moment, though. And Ping has come out, and they know that they're in the triangle. RDK, he's having to slow himself down just a little bit, letting everyone else catch up. But they should be able to find Aghanim now. He has thrown down the Remnant, but he just TPs away.
Nope,
that's interesting. Does he know something that we don't? Or is it just because he was low?
Well, they knew that a smoke was.
Oh no! Right. Oh, they found the remnant, and with a finger of death, they're going to be able to get him down. There's an E-blade on MD.
Oh, holy cow!
That is so much damage.
He died so quickly.
And RDK wasn't even there in the backline. He killed a courier.
Oh, they got so much out of that smoke. Doom Bunny?
Absolute textbook, but it looks like they are not trying to go in. Doom Bunny will immediately get E-bladed. He tries to jump away, but all it'll do is stun for now, and he will just go down. Ooh. RDK on a monster kill streak, and this game is looking very scary.
Alright, I've been convinced by MD mid.
Oh, he was trying to go for the stun. Picks the wrong direction. He does find Schlinks, but this stun is on cooldown. The Sand King. Sorry to interrupt you.
Sand King mid. MD. He has convinced me.
Are you gonna go and play this after the game? I do think there's a fair amount. There's a Zeus ult being used. They know that Roshan's happening, but it doesn't matter. They're all here already. RDK will get AA ulted, but as far as he is concerned, that's extra mana, so he'll just say thank you very much and keep running forward.
Oh lord. It is a problem because he's going to try and fight creep camps, and then he realizes, oh wait, I don't heal from their damage anymore. Oops.
Yeah, except I mean, it doesn't matter. He's got 31 HP regen, and he is just so strong at the moment.
That is insane.
Well, Citizen 5, all of a sudden, uncharacteristically, are finding themselves in the situation where they are avoiding the enemy team. As Reaper comes bottom lane, he's going to try and defend this by himself. Just him being around might be enough.
Well, Harry has come.
And there is the ult, and the rest of the team of White Rabbit are on their way in. The stun is absolutely perfectly timed. With the silence in the finger, they will bring Aghanim down. And as you were saying, this situation, as my dog has decided to throw a little bit of a hatred fit here, he's also getting excited about this game.
Oh, Dota and Die, both MD and RDK are here.
Yeah,
oh no.
MD, he's around in the backline, and RDK, he's jumping forward. They're going to be the same. The whip is not going to be enough. As he tries to jump forward, there is still an E-blade available if they need it to kill him off, and they will. Here, the AA blast does come over, and they will finally be able to bring MD down. And now RDK, he finds himself in a bit of a awkward situation. No, there's the Willing Death doing so much damage. He still has Aegis, though.
And the AA ult didn't actually hit him.
And he's going to be able to just turn and walk away.
Right into his waiting team, and they're going to push for this, I think.
Yeah, they don't have the Zeus.
They also don't have Fodge, so I think they're just going to back off until they can get level 18.
The combination and MD has just been their rock this game. So between him and RDK, they have made this game so difficult for Sin 5 to get into.
Speaking of, do you reckon that MD is going to go for the health regen or the Burrow Strike cooldown? Because I think it's going to be the Burrow Strike cooldown.
As Aghanim finds himself a kill. And that's got to feel good at this point in time, because he has not had a good game up until now.
Yeah. Mama Dragon was alone.
He is 5, and 7 though, as there's the hook shot. Going forward, we'll be able to find Harry the Hams, and with the Nimbus Cloud, they might be able to turn it around, and there is the Castaway coming through. He will be able to finish off the line. They do, however, kill Doom Bunny on the back line. RDK, he's going to be able to outrun here, but MD, he is back, and he goes straight in on Aghanim, and he decides he's not going to be able to get that kill.
Yeah, he was just stopping Aghanim from jumping in on the low RDK.
So, it's just been that hook that was thrown out might maybe not have been intended for line.
No, it was probably going for RDK.
I mean, it did get him the kill in the end.
Yeah, so. Oh well.
As MD gets lightning bolted and jumped on by Castaway in mid lane here, but he is able to dodge the AAL for now. And now with the rest of the team coming in, RDK running forward, he's going to be able to try and slow down Castaway to the point where he might not be able to run away.
Oh, Whirling Death, holy
Whirling Death on Strength Heroes.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying earlier. With this game is fairly solidly on Castaway's shoulders to carry, I think. As a mid lane, Petunia will be able to bring down Doom Bunny again. And talking about guys who've had a bit of a hard time of lane, that's his 11th death already.
Ooh, Cloak of Flames being found for Ember Spirit, that's really good on a few of Radiant's heroes.
Yeah. I think they've probably put it on the Timbersaw. He's up front and center at the moment. Although the magic resistance maybe hangs around. Is MD once again hunting here? I don't know. They have the vision, and now Sin 5 know they have the vision, and they're just going to run for their lives. And the rest of the White Rabbit, they know that they know, but it doesn't matter. They're going to start chasing down as much as possible.
Ooh,
and that is a 4-man TP out of here. Schlinks
has a TP.
And he has smoked himself up, hiding in the trees. And
no, they just
with a little bit of foresight, Sin 5 managed to get themselves out of what might have been an awful situation.
Titan Sliver on a bristleback who's going Sanjay Yasha.
Yeah. Holy crap.
That is so good.
He's going to be so hard to keep in one place.
Also, the tank, it gives you magic resist as well.
Yeah.
So on top of the Eternal Shroud.
Bloody hell. With the base attack damage bonus, and he is actually hitting quite hard at the moment. The main thing they need to be careful about, though, is, as we were saying, with Castaway being as tanky as he is, actually, my goodness, for this period of the game. Level 21, and as I said a couple times, the hopes of Sin 5 currently on his shoulders. But Timbersaw scaling is a little bit difficult late game when all of the big items are out. So they are just trying to buy time for Aghanim, I assume, would be their hope at the moment. And he is going BKB. So
yeah, Aghanim is their win condition in this game.
But I gotta say, the farming speed is definitely better on the side of Sin 5 though. So when there's no fighting happening, they seem to be happier off by the looks of it.
Yeah. Honestly, WRG needs to start fighting for towers.
Yeah, no, exactly. Go for objectives. And it looks like they are starting to form up on bottom lane a little bit here with ND and Harry Hams lining up. And they're going to follow this creep wave in, try and do a little bit of damage here. But on the other side, Castaway and Co, they're going to be able to do the same on the opposite lane.
Yep. So this is going to be a tower for a tower, and then they're both going to take outposts.
That's if Sin 5 don't want to commit to this. There is the fortification being used at the moment. We'll be able to slow everything down a bit. So, no, and they're not going to be able to get this tower off all that.
Sorry, I was just seeing here.
Oh, Zeus ult, and they will be able to find RDK. Once again, he finds himself near Castaway as Zeus ult gets used again. Yeah, there's a refresh orb on Zeus already. And with the initiation range, they're busy trying to chase forward onto RDK. He is going to be able to run away. The one-shot ult not going to be able to catch anything just yet on the Ancient Apparition, excuse me. And now it looks like they might be able to turn around on Castaway now. There's a bit of a miscast on the E-Blade there, though. He will be able to use Hood, and he's going to be able to slow things down. Doom Bunny, he is now going to be on the receiving end of what's left of White Rabbit Gaming here. And it looks like they might just have to be happy with taking that. So they probably will just trade the Lion for the Clockwork. But that is a godlike RDK. And it looks like they're going to be able to take a little bit forward now. Oh, Castaway, he is finding himself a little bit out of position here, but now Aghanim is around. There is a buyback on Clockwork. He's going to be able to TP straight back in again. But now, RDK and Precious Petunia are here and fighting. Doom Bunny, this might just be a dowback, and with a little bit more damage, it will, and he goes away. But now they will be able to bring down MD as well, and with the continuation of this fight, Precious Petunia find himself a little bit out of position as well. But now, he blinks and fingers! Castaway, he's immediately brought down. RDK, he's coming back in, and he looks like he should just be able to bring down Schlinks fairly easily here, but now with the sharing chains, slowing him down, Schlinks trying to run away as much as he possibly can, but with one more attack, he will be able to bring him down. And now, he's inside, and he's just going to go away. He hangs around, tries to do a bit more damage, does Dota and Da, but RDK still surviving through that entire fight somehow.
Yeah, meanwhile, Reaper is like, I'm glad that's not my problem as he's pushing up.
Oh man, his TP scroll was on cooldown. If they had the Winter Wild in there, that might have just been a straight up rout. But
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Aghanim, though, managing to put up a little bit of a fight at the moment.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is under
as I
attack.
said, it wasn't bad for WRG. They managed to turn a disaster into a fairly even trade.
It was a 4 for 3. And one of them was a buyback in the opposition side, so that's always huge.
Oh no, Reaper, not like this.
Oh, he will be fun with the Nimbus Cloud, and with Aghanim around, you have to feel like that's an easy kill.
Yeah. Refresher cooldown for support kill. Oh, suppose as long as it's confirmed, I suppose.
Yeah, they'll take it.
If Reaper got out,
in time, they are behind at the moment. So,
meanwhile, Castaway and MD are going to just tickle each other because neither of them can actually do that much damage on the other.
Well, unless Willing's death starts stacking up a little bit. But MD, what do you think his next item is?
Ooh, RDK is getting caught out.
So RDK, once again being brought up by the entire enemy team, but he is so damn tanky. They immediately decide to run. It's 4 versus 1 and they're running away. As RDK running for a little more.
The AA ult whiffed, so they're like, okay, we can't actually take this. He is about to get Abyssal Blade, and that's when this becomes... Ooh.
It's on the way, but on the other side, MD is not far from Sheepstick either.
Eesh. Yeah. As soon as Sheepstick and Abyssal Blade are finished, this game becomes so much harder for Sin 5.
Especially for the fact that Ember at the moment is the only one doing anything. If he gets the BKB off, he can get GG bladed anyway.
Oh, Dota and Die, you need to be careful here, man. Precious Petunia and Harry are on their way.
RDK chasing him down. Is there a Blink Dagger? There is no Blink Dagger on him this time around, but he doesn't have the Basher just yet.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Very well played by Dota and Die.
Yeah, knowing exactly what he needs to do, and in that particular situation, getting the hell away is the thing to do. So, Sin 5, what is their way out of what looks like a bit of a predicament at the moment?
You just have to take good fights with Ember, kill one person and then collapse.
Oh, bottom lane, Harry the Ham's going in here, and now MD, he's around it with a finger! That was a 3,000 health Timber Sword disappearing.
He just got control out deleted by the Lion combo right there.
The Finger of Death kills, by the way, up to 5 stacks at the moment. So 300 extra damage on that ult.
It's very good.
So I think he's coming up to about, yeah, so that's about 1,300. So things are getting a bit scary. He isn't going Ags. So with the Ether Lens, though, the engage range is fairly large.
Yeah.
And the cooldown is good enough that it's, at the moment, really, they're only going to use it once in a fight anyway. So they use it to target one person down.
Do you reckon we're going to see any shards this game?
The Epicenter is a bit of a meme. Cold
Hairball
Embrace
is actually very good.
Cold Embrace isn't too bad. But only when you hit level 25. I don't know. It feels a bit stronger as the... there is a rush currently happening, but no, MD is jumping in with Harry the Hams, and they're just going to be able to be brought down there.
Yeah, and that's a buyback for Ancient Apparition. He does have ult, and he TPs in onto the outpost.
Yeah. Oh, no, Precious Petunia, he finds himself in the situation where he might be able to turn around and take down Doom Bunny. Aghanim finding himself also starting to get very low now. RDK doing a lot of damage, and now, once again, Sin 5 just have to turn and run away. Slink's busy dancing underneath the Nimbus Cloud, and now they finally bring him down. Castaway bringing down a godlike streak.
That is a massive swing for them. Look at that net worth graph and the win probability. Ooh, that was a great fight.
Oh, man. Oh,
It's still
The
64%
Zoot ult being used again, and they are going to be able to find out Reaper here. So, he just uses the ult and TPs away. So an ult for an ult.
Yeah, might as well.
And
AA has
the
a
obligatory
lower
tip
cooldown,
coming out.
Dire's top tower
AA has a lower cooldown there. So
And now, Castaway decides
he's
that he's
just
going to
getting
do a
out.
bit of damage there.
he doesn't want to get fingered again.
No. I can completely understand why. Why are you getting so tilted? There's nothing. We're not being dirty here, Mr. Analyst, man.
Yeah.
You're being dirty. It's your mind making that dirty. It's a finger of death. That's what happens.
Dire's middle tower
So
is under attack.
minute 40, outposts are about to pop, and Radiant has both of them.
Yeah, again, that's something they've been doing very well, and all of a sudden, this situation around that fight at Rush has made this a bit more difficult. As
a bit.
Stormcrafter, we didn't even talk about it. There was a Penta Edge sword on Ember.
Never refuse.
Yeah. It's great for the attack damage on him. The range doesn't really
At the moment, he's just doing point damage though, and with the maim and the slow along the way.
Ooh,
But,
the rest of WRG are back. They want revenge.
Yeah, they're moving straight forward now. But there is a little bit of a setup here coming, and there's the hook shot.
great hook.
They're going to be able to catch MD immediately, but he immediately jumps out from under there. Oh, Aghanim's doing so much damage now. He does manage to get off the ult, does Precious Petunia though, and Aghanim slowly getting burnt down a little bit now at the moment as MD, he is now on the run. And all of a sudden, this game is starting to look very, very difficult for White Rabbit Gaming. As Finger of Death will be able to turn around and takes down, but he does have the Aegis, and he's going to be back quite soon. Meanwhile, however, Mama Dragon getting chased down, but Dota and Dar in the base. Precious Petunia, he buys back. He wants to try and go back on, but RDK gets brought down in the back line. They are trying to chase down Dota and Darwin with the E-Blade and a stun. That should be enough, and he will go down. But now, the rest of the team are starting to come this way a little bit, but the Castaway needs to be so careful now. And he will be able to use that percentage of the stun, and they bring him down as well. And now, Aghanim, you used to have a lot of friends here, but you just don't anymore. And with one more stun and a couple more attacks, they will be able to bring him down. And now, Doom Bunny, he's trying to bring down Mama Dragon once again.
Here comes the stun.
But it looks like with the turnaround and the Finger of Death, they are able to turn what was just the most horrible situation into somehow they recover it.
Man, this is insane. This win probability graph, it looks absolutely schizophrenic at the moment.
Oh.
For it.
And the net worths are just also, that's basically even again after White Rabbit took a 10,000 net lead, but they never were able to keep it going up after that.
Did they use the cheese in that fight? No, it's still on Castaway. He just dies so quickly.
Yeah, he was stunned. He was just basically perma-stunned. I don't know if he wanted to commit cheese either. But,
Scotty coming up for Sand King.
Sand King Scotty? No, Shiva's God.
Shiva, sorry, not Scotty.
The other one.
Cloak is online, so he might get an Eternal Shroud eventually.
The casual cloak is a good one, though. In a game like this, where basically everything is magic damage.
Yeah, I did look it up, by the way, and it does stack. Cloak and Eternal Shroud, they do stack multiplicatively with each other.
Okay. And it looks like they are going to be able to get this. The hook shot gets thrown out. Maybe a little bit too soon, because if he'd waited half a second longer for the Nimbus Cloud, they would have known where he was.
Everybody is still pushing forward.
Yeah, he's sneaking around quite a lot now. And he's going to be able to de-ward the Sentry Ward. It was just about dead anyway, so...
Good for him, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, Illusionist Cape. You think anyone can use that? There's a Penta sword on RDK, so I don't think it's good on him.
Leveler is probably better on the Viper. You can get it on like Mama Dragon or Lion and use it to bait out stuff.
Yeah, that's true. As Zeus ult gets used, only hits Smoke Heroes and Mama Dragon. He immediately heals herself up. For everybody who's not in on this, Mama Dragon's Winter Wyvern. I feel like it should be obvious, but...
Yeah. It's one of those nicknames.
We've got Clock. He's looking for a hook.
Yeah, he's just continuing that good old fashioned
They've got it.
sneaking around trying to find someone.
They've got it on Petunia if they want it.
And Rocket Flare is out. He rates his chances though. He decides that he's quite happy to just stand there and take all the farm.
Yeah,
I've got to
Radiant
say,
was pulling back as he found it.
Reaper is just being a complete pain in the proverbials at the moment because he's just pushing out this bottom lane over and over again.
He really needs to get shot if he wants to split push. Because,
We didn't pause this game. I just realized. So traditions uphold and all that.
yep. He really needs to get Aghanim shot if he wants to be doing the split pushing. Like, Bloodthorn is great, but if you want to split push with Winter Wyvern, shard is kind of needed.
Mm.
Because
We haven't really spoken about the Abyssal Blade on Bristle at all.
he just got it.
Yeah, that should be a fairly big spark for them.
Yeah. So whoever doesn't know how to split push with Winter Wyvern, what you do is you get the shard. You Splinter Blast the creep that is not being attacked by your creep wave, and then you Cold Embrace one of your melee creeps, and you wipe an entire wave immediately.
Yeah, he's been using that to very, very good effect at the moment.
Well, he doesn't have the shard; he's just using Splinter Blast.
Yeah, which is enough for now.
For now, yeah. Dragon Lance on the way. Hurricane Pike, sorry, on the way for Viper.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Very
That's a fairly good one. He's been trying to stay out of fights as much as possible. As tanky as he is, he definitely doesn't want to be the one on the front line.
Yeah. There is a problem that I can see for WRG where Sin 5 are collapsing in on their mid and they don't really have a lot to defend against us.
Yeah. Doom Bunny characteristically being way up front as usual.
Yeah. I like the BKB pickup on the Bristleback now. He has everything he needs. He's doing... All his damage is going to come from his ult.
Yeah. So, well, I was actually going to ask about that. Level 25 talent. Spell Lifesteal or the Warpath damage per stack? Because it doubles Warpath. Basically. Or no, it's not quite double, sorry.
That's such a tough one. Like, if there was any other support except for AA, I would say hands down the spell Lifesteal. But if you get...
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
If you get ulted with AA, I don't really know what you can...
Yeah, it makes it a bit redundant.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Warpath damage is probably more useful in this game, to be fair, though, because as strong as Ember Spirit is, he has 19 armor.
Hmm.
And that gets chewed through so quickly by Bristleback.
Yeah. And basically all of his extra armor is just coming from phase boots. So it's 50% resistance. But there isn't any armor reduction really to speak of. I do like the fact that Winter's decided to go Orchid though. It's gives her an extra disable of some sort or another.
Yeah, she's going Bloodthorn.
And she has the Psychic Headband and Ether Lens, so the range on her ult is probably going to be like across an entire lane at this point.
Yeah, it is really good.
Excuse the chair.
Yeah. Speaking of the scaling that these heroes can do,
yeah.
So Sand King can go back for Overwhelming Blink once he has Shiva's Guard.
Yep. That's going to be nice.
Yeah, Bristleback can eventually sell Lotus Orb if he gets like super fat. I don't know what he can get for Lotus Orb, but it's there if he wants it. And Viper has an entire other item he can build, as well as changing his Rod of Atos to Gleipnir.
Yeah, the Rod of Atos into Gleipnir would be a very, very big help, I think, as well.
Look at RDK, he's just circled Western Fibers. He's like...
Yeah, immediately knows that it's time to get out of there. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the two supports bully Dota and die.
Oh, so what that was a Winter's Curse into a silence as it ends. Hex.
The stun, Hex, auto attacks, and Last but not least, another finger stack.
Yeah, the FOD.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He is just doing so much damage with that Finger of Death at the moment. 540 extra damage.
I think he should have Ags.
It's basically 1,400 damage at this point.
He's almost got Ags as well, and that's when it starts getting horrific.
It looks like they want to try and force out. There is no fortification at the moment.
They don't have a Zeus. They're all TPing back.
They're gonna have to defend this. Does Zeus buy back for this?
If they can defend without him, they kind of need to. Shiva's
Doom Bunny, he jumps in, and now immediately AL goes on top. Oh my goodness! RDK gets deleted, but in return they are able to take Doom Bunny down. And now the further jumps forward by Aghanim, he'll be able to take down the Lion as well. And now they are trying to hunt for a little bit more now. MD, he is still currently being seen. And Repo, he is just getting so damaged. But Schlinks on the backline will be brought down in return. And now Aghanim being silenced. And that is with a little bit more damage. Petunia, he's trying to find him. They're not quite able to find him. The cheese being used.
Yeah.
And White Rabbit just have to get out.
They have to disengage. There was a buyback from the Zeus, so they did force that out.
And the AA. So, what turned into what, a 3 for 3?
3 for 3. Sand King is super mobile with the blink and the stun.
However, bottom lane tier 3 was very low. So
yeah. So Sand King is super mobile with the blink and the stun, so he can move himself into lanes. And now he has TP boots, so he's going to be split pushing, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. They've done fairly well for themselves, and they have clearly noticed that Sin 5 very much commit to the defense of a lane. So if they can force a rotation from Sin 5, then he can go to another lane and push that one out in return.
Yeah, this is feeling like real Murloc Dota right now.
Well, I mean, if it's working for you, why not? So it's
international checkers.
Yeah, that's the. So this game once again just hanging on an absolute thread at the moment. As the net worth is 2,000 net worth difference at the moment is more or less negligible.
Yeah. So who do you think has the scarier level 30s?
Well, we are starting to get to that point. I mean, RDK is 25, Castaway is 28.
Harry the Hams has AoE Hex.
Yeah, that's scary. As Doom Bunny going in on Repo, they are finally getting tired of Mama Dragon and her bullshit. But with that Zeus ult, they now know that the whole of White Rabbit is on the way, and you can see they all immediately bail out.
Yeah. That Zeus ult just giving so much vision for them. Ooh, Castaway. He TP'd top. There's no outpost, so he's fairly safe. Guys,
but he does have TP boots. He's got 20-second cooldown on it.
WRG, the outpost, level 50, minute 50. Guys.
Oh, no.
This is huge. It's huge.
They're not paying attention enough to. Are they going to go for it? As a nice little sad face gets drawn on the ground.
Oh.
But,
with the Bissell Blade from RDK.
Once again, Finger of Death being used.
Yep.
But
and RDK is just.
Meanwhile, Sin 5 are running straight into the Roshan pit, trying to bring it down in the meantime.
Yeah.
And RDK just abusing the illusions.
RDK
there's a bit of an interesting situation here. And MD immediately gets gone on. He will be forced off the way though. So the AL.
Harry, what a play!
Harry blinks in. He's going to be able to throw Aghanim down, and with the stun to follow up. And now pressure Petunia. He's going to be after them with the sheep stick, and they are able to bring him down with the E blade. And now the rest of Sin 5 are trying to just run away now.
Yeah.
Harry, the lad, and they are there. You go. They managed to take at least the top one. But imagine if they had taken the bottom one in the meantime.
Yeah.
The outposts are going to be so strong at the moment.
Oh, that's Refresher Shard.
Refresher Shard on MD. Oh my.
Actually, I think that it would be more horrifying on the Winter Wyvern because they can just set up like everything.
And the courier goes down.
I don't know what was in that courier, but whatever it is.
Dota and Da, he's lining up himself Sheepstick. And it was his Arcane Blink.
That was his Arcane Blink. He doesn't have it for the next fight. That's actually huge.
No, it hasn't been bought yet.
To the secret shot. The secret shot.
So now they're going to be able to push forward onto this middle tower. And by the way, the answer was the Warhawks. Now it looks like they are going to be able to go straight on Schlinks. They know that he's one of their main targets at the moment. But on the back line, however, they are going straight in on Precious Petunia. He's taking a lot of damage. But with the Hurricane Pike, he managed to push away. Meanwhile, in the bottom, they are able to bring down AA and Zeus in the meantime. And now Aghanim, he's jumping on the back line. He's going to try and bring down Harry the Hams. But there is the Cold Embrace there to slow that down in the meantime. And the Bash is there to slow Aghanim down. And now, with the stun coming in from MD, they are able to down.
That epicenter.
Castaway, he's the last one left. Doom Buddy, he has to bar back. The others, they died for such a long time. Oh my god, MD gets deleted by Castaway. But now, RDK and Repo, will they be able to do enough? As RDK is just going to be able to carry on, hunting down Doom Buddy. But there's so much damage being reflected out. He does, however, have
Aegis.
And he also has Cheers added up. He's going to be able to Blitz the play forward. And now Doom Bunny is dead for a long time as well. And now there's a good old-fashioned 1v1 between RDK and Castaway. But Petunia is on the way. RDK, he's going to be able to turn around and he's just going to be able to destroy this barracks. So much damage at the moment. He is hitting for 650 damage at the moment. And it looks like they're just going to go to the No, okay. No. He gets sold otherwise.
All right, let's see.
It looks like they are going to be able to go in those middle racks. There are no barbacks from the side, and no, he's just committing. He's going to try and go straight forward. MD, he's going to be able to TP forward. He's trying to get forward now.
Castaway needs to be so careful here. If he dies, that's game.
I think it might just be game anyways. Now BKB has been committed, and they are going to be able to turn on him. He is Sheepstick, and there is the Viper ult, and with a few more attacks, they are able to bring him down. He does have buyback though. He's busy. He's going to try and slow this down as much as possible. But White Rabbit, they might just have this game.
As soon as Sheepstick comes off cooldown, they're going to jump on him again.
No, they're going in. AA is now back alive. But what's he going to be able to do? He Sheepsticks MD. They're going to try and slow this down as much as possible. RDK, he doesn't care. Rex, he's half health. Aegis at half health. He's going to be able to dispel. Oh, AA, and this is it. They're just going to be able to destroy it.
Such a well-played game from
with one fight, White Rabbit Gaming win game 2.
Look at that net worth swing of that final fight.
Holy crap! Wow. White Rabbit playing out of their minds.
That was such a clever draft coming out from them. Just a whole bunch of heroes that can build Eternal Shroud and pipe. And then they just push in. Make the Zeus absolutely useless in the mid-game where he's supposed to get so much map control and momentum for Sinister 5.
That's just absolutely beautiful by White Rabbit. It was by no means perfect, but they would just played the draft to like, oh my goodness, White Rabbit. And we have ourselves all of a sudden evened out, and this best of 5 has now become a best of 3. So I hope everyone's enjoying the Dota. We're gonna have ourselves a quick break up here. Oh, there's a best of 3 still to be played. Go grab yourself something to drink, and we'll be back with you guys very, very shortly.
Puffy's going to come in, push him here. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, not going to find all the frags. Oh, Chili's done it. He's won the round. What on earth? What?
Wow. From a bad situation, but the save is there from Stinks for now.
Oh,
with the
five here.
beautiful